Good evening, Blue Nation. Welcome back to another episode of the Andy's Man Club Mersey Blue Podcast. Tonight, we're going to do a keep or sell of the current Everton squad as taken from the Everton app. With me, as always, is my wingman, Carlos. How are you, kid? How are you finding life without the Blues?
Absolutely fantastic, mate. Nice and relaxing. No stress every weekend for the next few months, so all good.
Yeah, fair. And with us, we are parading our new signing for his pre-season debut tonight. Massive welcome to a big friend of the channel and a pal of ours, Cristian Darracott from We Are Everton on YouTube. Chris, how are you, lad?
I'm brilliant, Nick. Great to be on the show, be part of it.
Yeah, you're one of us now, Chris. You ain't going nowhere, lad. You've been tied down to a long-term Jared Branthwaite-style contract.
That'll do me.
Nice one, lad. Okay, so without further ado then, let's get into it. We're going to do the goalies, defenders, midfielders and forwards. I'll give my quick opinion on whether I keep them or I'd sell them or indeed I'd loan them out. And then we'll go round the lads with theirs. Okay, so let's go between the sticks and the goalies. So, the obvious one, Jordan Pickford. England number one, Everton number one. Fantastic keeper. Keep. I take it you boys are the same, Chris?
Oh, 110%. I don't even think... I think we would have been looking at relegation maybe without Jordan Pickford this season.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Carl, I take it it's a full house, lad.
100%, mate. You look at the goalkeepers that play in the Premier League, and there's only one goalkeeper, in my opinion, that's any better than him, and that's David Raya. So keep all day long.
Yeah. Full house, keep for JP. And let's go on to the backups. So, Mark Travers. We haven't seen a lot of Mark Travers. I think mainly it was in pre-season on the US tour and stuff like that. I think he's a solid backup. If we got an offer, I'd let him go, to be fair, and try and get a better number two. Carl, give me your thoughts.
My thoughts is just keep him, mate, because we don't need to go and get another number two. Jordan plays most, if not all, every game. So, and as you say, he's a decent backup. We've got enough issues in the squad that we need to replace and get new players in without having to look for a backup goalie. So, for me, keep.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I just think if you had a better option to get, but you are right, there are a million more issues to fill. Chris?
I'm 110% keep, mate. A lot of people agree with me, but to be honest, watching him playing for Ireland in the friendlies, he played outstanding for me. And what you've got to realise is he's under Jordan Pickford. So any keeper that's under Jordan, Jordan's going to be training them, really, isn't it? So, like Carl said, we don't need another headache. So just keep hold of him, innit?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So I think we're 2 for 2 on full houses for the keepers. And I'm just going to give Tom King a quick mention. Number 3 behind Travers. We're probably not even going to see him playing. I have no opinion whatsoever. Like you say, you boys both said there, JP is always he's Mr. Dependable. But, cup games, whatever. Mark Travers is a very solid, fill-in, really. Yeah. Any thoughts, Carl, on Tom King?
Who? That's my thoughts.
Okay, Chris, can you be a bit more constructive than that?
Let's go on to the defenders, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm being outnumbered and tag team by you boys already.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's move on to the defenders and chew the fat there. So, Nathan Patterson. For me, I would just sell him. I think it's an experiment that hasn't worked. I like the kid and I do feel for him, but Moisey doesn't fancy him. There will be a new, 2 new fullbacks, I presume, but certainly a right back coming in this summer. I wouldn't even say loan him. I'd say Pato's time, and it hasn't really necessarily been his fault. There's been injuries and all sorts of stuff going on there. Several managers. Chris, give me your thoughts on Pato.
Oh, I'm 50-50 on me, Nick. Like you said, I really like the kid. He had spells, didn't he, throughout the last few seasons where he's played well for us. He's took a few for the team. But, probably sell him. I don't even think you'd loan him. I think it'd come down to him going for the free, to be honest. So I'd probably sell him if I could.
Yeah, Carl?
Yeah, I'd sell him as well, mate, 100%. I mean, the last couple of managers haven't really fancied him. He's been linked with moves abroad, and he almost went in January, I think, to Italy. So just sell him, cut your losses, because as you say, there's at least one. We need at least one right back with Seamus off as well. So I think we need two. So sell him and get two new right backs.
Yeah, I think unanimous again. Now, one I think here that's going to split the team, Michael Keane. When he signed that 12-month extension last season, I really wasn't happy about it. I could understand why we needed a backup, and as the season went on, it proved right. And you know what? I don't think he'd done that bad, to be fair. I really don't know. Do you know, I think I'd give him like another year and keep him in there because I don't feel he's a problem in the middle. The man we're going to mention next, I think, is Carl, Michael Keane.
No, for me, I'd get rid, mate. We need to get O'Brien back in the centre where he's obviously more comfortable in his natural position, and maybe get another one. I know we've been linked with John Stones and stuff, but not him. Someone maybe young, up and coming. I don't think there's anybody ready yet to come from the under-21s from centre back, but I think we might need at some point to get a new centre back because Keane and Tarkowski, the last 6-7 games, it proved that they can't play together. So maybe keep him as a backup, but I'd sell him.
Yeah. Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Nick. I mean, him and Tarkowski, they can't play together like Brantwaite and Tarkowski, or even when O'Brien's been put in central defence, he's had a great game with Tarkowski. I just can't see him staying, to be honest. Probably sell or see if he's staying, do something in the back team or something.
Yeah, that's a shout, mate. James Tarkowski. I think most of us would agree he dropped off last season. And like you boys have said, he cannot play with Michael Keane. I think he's still under contract anyway. I'd keep as like a squad player. Because like you boys have said, you know, Jake O'Brien and Jared have got to play in the middle. Jake is he's too tall to be out there at right back. I've said that all season. Yeah, so I keep him as like a squad player. Look at sticking him on the bench and trying to improve that bench and the quality that we have on the bench to come on. Chris?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. I mean, you've got to keep him for the experience, really. He does bring a lot of experience to the squad with his age, the way he played. I mean, some of the games he's been in and some of the times he's pulled us out the mud, whether it be a goal here or there or some of the tackles that he's made are invaluable to the club going forward, to be honest. So I'd keep him. I'd keep him as a player, whether on the bench or starting him for 60 minutes, if you get what I mean, Nick. But I wouldn't get rid of him.
No fair, Chris. Carl?
Yeah, I'm the same, mate. I wouldn't get rid of him. You know, just the Brantwaite, when he plays with him, he's brilliant. They're both really quite solid. Again, when O'Brien's played with him, both really quite solid. It's only when he played with Keane that he seems to go to bits because they both just can't play together, which I said towards the end of the season. So 100% keep him. I can't see him not being captain again next year. Whether that changes, I don't know, but because I'd like to see someone like Dewsbury Hall be captain, but definitely keep.
Yeah, I think we're all agreed, aren't we, kind of squad player. Okay, let's go to Big Jake O'Brien. Keep all day long. I know it's going to be unanimous. We don't want him out on the right there. I mean, he's fitted in, he's slotted in the same way like Jimmy Garner has as well, and things like that in different positions. But for me, he is a central defender. He's 6'5". He's a big boy. Like Chris said there, he's good for Ireland and all that. He's solid. Carl?
Yeah, exactly the same, mate. I agree. He doesn't want to play centre back. It's a right back. He's just done that for the sake of the team, and because we haven't. I mean, unfortunately, Seamus has been in and out injured and whatnot. And obviously, he's getting to that age, wasn't he now? So he just filled in there, but he wants to play centre back. We want him to play centre back. 100% keep. Brilliant.
Absolutely, mate. Chris, I know your opinion's going to be the same, mate.
110% keep for me. I mean, look, we've got to take our hats off to the lad. He's young. He's been used to playing in a central defensive position, and has been put in a right back position, and he's took it on his shoulders, and he's worked hard for us, and he totally deserves to be in the middle with Brantwaite. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Any striker or midfielder wouldn't want to run at them two that height. They're both a pair of units. They can play together well. So he's a 100% keep for me. 100%.
Yeah, pure shout, mate. Vitaly Mikalenko. I believe he's just signed a new contract as well, so I don't think the club are looking obviously moving him on. I think he's solid. He does have his weaknesses more so when he goes over the halfway line. I think he dropped off a bit this last season compared to how he has been recently, but I would keep him, Chris.
Oh, definitely. 100%. That's what we need. We need defenders who 1 minute they're back doing the job, and within the blink of an eye, they're outside the 18-yard box of the opposition, and you're thinking, wow, how'd they got up there so quick? So they're the type of left and right defenders that we want, who can push the midfielders up to help out the forwards. And I think Mikalenko has done that a lot. But like you said, he did drop off. But I mean, this season, I can't really fault him, to be honest. I think he had a good season, so I'd keep him. Yeah.
Yeah, Carl.
It depends on what you want. I'd keep him. Obviously, he's just signed a 3-year deal, as you said. Whether that's just to protect the asset, because obviously he was going into the last 12 months of his deal, wasn't he, this next season? So whether that's just to protect the asset and he sell him, I don't think they will sell him. Defensively, he's really, really good. I mean, you only have to look at what he does to like Salah and Saka. He keeps him in the pocket defensively. I just don't think he's an attacking left back. I do think we need another one. My opinion is that we go for Juve for West Ham, someone that can attack. He might not be the best defender, but then you've got best of both worlds with attack and defence. So I'd definitely keep him.
Yeah, good shout. I think we all agree there on Miko. He has announced that he's leaving Everton. Seamus, I couldn't do any Everton squad without mentioning him. Like any Evertonian, love him. Best 60 grand ever spent. The very, very, very best of luck to Captain Marvellous Seamus, wherever he goes and whatever he does next. Hopefully he will come back to the club one day in like a coaching, aspect or something like that. But Carl, do you want to say a couple of words on Seamus? Like your feelings like every Evertonian?
I'm absolutely gutted he's leaving, mate. As you say, I thought he was there forever. To see that he wants to carry on playing, which is a prerogative, you know what I mean? But to see him play for another team will be heart-wrenching. I would have liked him to, if he's going to go to another team, maybe go back to Sligo. But I can't see that happening. I mean, he's been rumoured to be linked with Coventry City, with Frank Lampard and the like. So it'll be a sad, sad day when I see him stick on another shirt for another club. But hopefully, as you say, he'll be back soon. Get him in the club. He can teach the young kids coming through what it means to defend. And thinking back over the last 17 years, I mean, remember his first game he played in Europe at left back. He's come a hell of a long way since then. So I'm really gutted to see that he's leaving, but good luck to Seamus, and hope to see him again soon back at the Everton.
Absolutely. Chris, any words to say on Seamus?
Yeah, I mean, what a fantastic servant to the club. I mean, I remember watching him start his debut and then watching him come on for Everton to play his last game, and, to think that he spent his virtually entire football life at the club playing career is outstanding. He kind of reminds me of my dad. Like, my dad played 10 years for Everton, and he came back and coached them twice. And I'm hoping that's what Seamus does, is he goes up and does what he needs to do, and then maybe comes back in some coaching format at the club, or whether it be the under-18s at the academy or under-21, something like that. or maybe even see him on the bench. Who knows? But I mean, it's the best £64,000 that has been spent, I think, around the world on any player. It has to be unbelievable. Scored some amazing goals down the wing. I mean, honestly, I can't fault him. He's an amazing guy. Me young lad, Alex, he had a brain injury and he was invited to Alderey Hospital and he met him and my partner said, Melissa, that is absolutely a lovely man, amazing guy. Loves all that type of stuff with helping kids out and did a lot for Everton in the community, don't forget. So yeah, definitely a big massive goodbye from me, and I hope he goes on to do great things. I really do.
Yeah, unbelievable. God bless Seamus Coleman. Jared Branthwaite, no brainer. We need him back. We need him fit. We need him in the heart of our Everton defence. Future captain material for me. I love the kid. Carl?
Yeah, me too, mate. As you say, future captain, although I'd prefer a midfielder as captain, but he's certainly got the potential to be one of our next captains. Hopefully this year he'll get a pre-season because he didn't last year. Obviously, he got injured very, very early on. So hopefully that'll help him with the injuries. That's the only thing that worries me with Jared is the amount of long-term injuries he's had, but you wouldn't get rid of him unless a huge offer came in. So keep 100%.
Yeah. Chris?
Yeah, definitely 110%. I mean, even though he's had these injuries, everybody knows that. But once he's up and running again and flying, clubs are going to be swarming round us, wanting to buy him again. But I worry though, because it's his second hamstring injury, and I just worry that he might get prone to more hamstring injuries. Touch wood that he doesn't, because he's a big asset to the club, and he's going to go a long way at Everton if he stays. Like Seamus, he's got it in him to he's got it in him to be a captain as well. Jared Branthwaite, and I really like him as a player. And like I said, Jake O'Brien, he needs to be in the middle with Jared Branthwaite. So for me, it's 100% keep. I wouldn't sell him. I won't get rid of him.
No, not for all the tea in China.
No.
Okay, and the last one on the list, Adam Asnu, left back. I know last season Mark couldn't understand why Asnu wasn't playing. Was he not fancied? We don't see what he does in training. Was he bought? And like Moisey never fancied him. I don't know what it is with the kid. For me, I'd try and keep him for like another year or so. But with that as a caveat, I would loan him out. I'd send him into the Championship. Carl, what are your thoughts on Adam Asnu?
Yeah, I'd send him out on loan, mate. I think when Moyes bought him, he said he was one for the future. But then after that cameo against Southampton, I think it was where he won the penalty, and obviously we got the draw. No, we went on to lose the game on the penalty shootout. But no, I think he looked quite bright there. So send him out on loan. I don't know whether it'd be the Championship or whether I'd send him out on loan abroad. So obviously he played abroad when he was at Bayern Munich before he came to us. So whether he'd go back to Germany or Spain or Italy or somewhere, but 100% keep him and send him out on loan. That's if the kid wants to stay. I mean, the kid's not had a look in, so he might not want to stay. He might just demand that he wants to, get sold or moved on. But I'd keep him.
Yeah, good shout, mate. Chris, your thoughts on Adam Asnu?
I mean, me personally, I want to keep the lad. I mean, what I've seen him in play for Everton. I mean, he did what he was asked to do, and the other videos I've seen of the other clubs he's played for, he seems to be quick. He can turn on you. He can move up the wing. He can get in the box. I just don't understand why. I mean, I know that he did have a slight injury. Took a knock that kept him out for about 6 weeks, I think it was, during training. I know that. But what the rest of the time, I just don't understand why he's not played him. But then again, we could say that about 2 or 3 players in the club this season that we've ended up with and not even seen a dot of. You know what I mean? But for me, I'd keep him and, like you said, put him out on loan or something.
Yeah. Okay, so we are halfway through. Let's go to the midfield. Big talking points amongst all of us. Everybody knows what I think of him. Jack Grealish. We've got to do something. Be it a loan again. Let his contract run down at City. He's got 12 more months, or a permanent. I think we should do something. What worries me is Aston Villa. I'll be honest. Boyle club. He's a big Villa fan. Would he go to Aston Villa over Everton? They've got Champions League. What I'd like to think is the way we've been with him over his injury. He loves us. We love him. Hopefully, Jackie will come back. What do you think, Chris?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. He bought a box, a hospitality box for 5 years. So, I mean, you wouldn't do that unless you was going to stay at the club, would you?
No.
So I am hoping that he stays with us and that we can get something over the line, whether it be another loan, another year out of get another year's loan, or can come to some type of, because he did come with the clause that with the option to buy after the loan. So I mean, 25 million, I mean, seems fair enough to me. And if City'd accept that, I think we should buy him.
Yeah, 100%, Chris. Carl, where do you sit on Jackie G?
Oh, well, you know what I think of him, mate. I've got his shirt along my wall in my living room, so 100% he has to stay. He has to stay in his room. So he get another loan for another year, and then we pay a nominal fee at the end for City and stuff. So whatever way, shape, or form, whether it's a loan with paying a small fee at the end, or whether it's buying for 20, wouldn't pay any more than 20 million, not the 50 million that we were linked. Obviously, when we got him on loan first time, then. If a deal can be done, it has to be done with Jack Grealish because he was phenomenal for the first half of the season. And if we hadn't had injuries to him and Brandt when we'd have been 100% finished in Europe, we wouldn't have capitulated the way we did. So we have to sign him.
Yeah, 100%. I think most of the listeners would probably agree with that. One of our signings, undoubtedly, of the season. I love this kid, Keenan Dewsbury Hall, KDH. I think we went down to Stamford Bridge. I think we pulled their pants down and we gave them a right roller spanking. 25 million was just an unbelievable bit of business by the club. Yeah, fantastic player. Got all the tools. This is the direction we want to be going in with players of the quality of KDH, etc. So yeah, keep, Chris.
Oh, 100%. It was the signing of the season for me. I know people go on about the loan of Grealish, but I mean, his work rate, it's unbelievable, isn't it? The way he can score a goal. I mean, the highlights of the season for me with him was against Man United when we was 10 men down and he scored that goal. And like you said, when we went to Chelsea, it's just, if you wanted your team, every player, to be captain material, he would definitely be one of them players who is captain material. Keenan Dewsbury Hall. He's definitely a keep for me, and I hope he stays at the club for a long time. So it's a keep, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Carl, I'm sure you're going to agree.
I completely agree with both of you. Yeah, 100% keep. Brilliant signing for the value of money. 25 million is buttons now. Probably our player of the season, him and Jordan, between the two of them. It's hard to pick, but obviously because he scores the goals, I'd have to go for KDH. But yeah, had a fantastic season. We missed him for around 6 or 8 weeks, December, January time, and it told in the team because without him, We're just a different player, a different team. So, no brainer. Keep him all day long.
Yeah, all unanimous on that one. This one might be split. Charlie Alcaraz. We've not seen a lot of him. What we have seen, I'm impressed by and I like him. Personally, I would keep him. I think he's at minimum a squad player. He can certainly do a job off the bench if we make signings that, fill that midfield. But Charlie is a keep for me. The one thing when we signed him, I wasn't sure about was the length of the contract. It looked a bit dodgy to me. I'm not saying nothing. I mean, Christ, Everton will probably get docked 50 points if I say something. But yeah, he is a keep for me. Carl, Charlie Alcaraz.
I'm exactly the same thought as you, mate. I'd keep him. He's been really good in the times that he's played. But other than that, I can see other signings coming in that might oust him even more. He'll probably end up getting sold, but I keep him.
Yeah, Chris?
Oh, 100%. I love him, mate. I love him. I really do. I love his energy. I love how he gets frustrated when he doesn't score and stuff like that, which shows how passionate he is to score for the fans. I love his skill set. I mean, he's made a couple of mistakes, but which player this season didn't make a couple of mistakes? I was gutted when he got injured because he played a few good games and then got injured. Yeah, I want to keep him. I'm hoping, Carl, that it has the opposite effect. I hope Moyes does buy more players and it makes him train more and want to play for the first team more. Because I think he's got a lot more to give Alcaraz than what we've seen. I really do. I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. So I reckon if he was starting every game, you'd see a lot more of him. So for me, he's a keep, definitely.
Idrissa, Garner, Guy, worth at least another 12 months, isn't he, boys? You could argue 36, 37, but Christ, he's got an engine, and we missed him when he went to the AFCON. Carl, give us your thoughts. Idrissa, Garner, Guy.
I think he'll end up leaving. I want him to stay because, as you say, he's got an engine of a 20-year-old in mind, 37-year-old. But I think because if he'd have played more games, I think we had the option to sign him for another year. Because he's only played 25 games, I think it falls short of what the option is to sign him for another year. So it's in his court. I'm not sure whether he wants to stay. Otherwise, it would have been announced by now, I would have thought. So I'd definitely keep him for another year. His experience alone in that midfield is second to none. But I can see him leaving.
Yeah, I don't think that's too beyond the call of Chris, Idrissa, Garner, Guy.
Well, it looks like he's gonna get another 12-month contract because we'd have heard something by now whether he was leaving or not. He's not the type of player that leaves a contract to the last day type thing, is it? Do you get what I mean? With and the club and that.
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling that the likes of Merlin Rose dare to take his place, to be honest with you. I reckon. But I'm like, he's been like a pain in my ass out this season, Nick. And you've heard me on my own channel saying that there's been games where he's just been awful. Like, awful. Terrible passing. And I hate lazy passes. I do. It's a pain in my ass. I'm sorry for swearing, but it is. It's just one of them things to say how it is. And there was a few things this season that I didn't like what he did. And I don't know. I just can't see him staying. I can see him going. So for me, it's a sell.
Yeah, some interesting opinions across the team there. I mean, and also, we don't fucking swear on this podcast, Chris.
Listen, I fucking won't, so I won't do it again, honestly. I promise.
Fucking shut up, the lot of you.
I'm surprised I've not done it earlier, to be honest, Nick. You know what I mean? I'm one of them. You know, I try and hold my tongue back as much as I can, but there's sometimes you can't, and it's just one of them things. And I'm sure we're going to see it all next season. The three of us, at some point, is just gonna have to say it how it is.
If you hold your tongue round here, mate, you can fuck off.
Well, at least we're all on the same page, and yeah.
Amen, up the fucking toffees. So,
Up the toffees.
So on that note, let's move on. Chris mentioned him briefly before. Merlin Roll. Didn't see enough from last season. I think when he did play, and more so towards the back end of the season, I think he done really well. He's an Everton player now anyway, I believe, because the clause in his contract and all that lot. So, I'd keep Merlin Roll. I think there's like an awful lot of potential there, and I do like him. Carl, you fucker, talk to us about Merlin Roll.
Yeah, I agree, mate. He can play in several positions, and he has done for us in the last few games of the season and stuff. And as you say, his contract stipulated that if we'd stayed up, then we have to sign him. So he ain't going nowhere this year. Definitely keep 100% keep.
Yeah, Chris?
Oh, definitely keep for me. Definitely he's a unit. If you watch him in his previous clubs, if you can get videos of him, he's a defender, he's a midfielder, he's a winger, he's an all-rounder. So, and you need, every team needs an all-rounder. And for me, he scored for us as well. Don't forget. He's assisted a goal. I'm sure he assisted a goal. And, oh no, he helped assist a goal. Sorry. He's hard to take the ball off. He can spin you. Like I said, he's a unit. He's a definite keep for me. And I'm glad he's our first signing, really, of the proper signing this season so far. So, yeah, defo keep.
He's actually the second, Chris, after you, lad.
Oh, sorry, second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
My player of the year last season, the Birkenhead Pirlo, Jimmy Garner. Keep. That's all I'm going to say. Chris?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just keep. I mean, 1,000%. I just want to say that from the beginning of the second half of last season to the end of this season, how that lad has matured and the way he's played and took control, and other players are listening to him as if he's another captain material and another captain you want in your squad. Was unlucky to be picked for the England squad. I thought he got screwed over there, considering looking at the statistics of every midfielder that played in the Premier League this season, and he was like, what, one or two, first or second? I mean, so, I mean, he's going to go a long way. He's a blue through and through. He loves the club. He's a definite keep for me.
Yeah, Carl?
I think we'd be stupid if we ever thought about selling him, because he's been fantastic all season. Number one player, one of the top, I should say, one or two players in the league for me. Can play in numerous positions and has done this season or the last season for us. Left back, right back, centre midfield. I think if you put him in goal, he'd still do a fucking fantastic job. So, without any shadow of a doubt, keep 100%.
Yeah, he was always going to be a no-brainer, wasn't he, Jimmy Garner? Tim Inaboonham. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think when we've seen him, he hasn't really done a massive lot for me. I can see him trying to slide him into like the Garner role maybe, but I don't know. I see him as like a bench player, to be fair. I mean, I think right now at this moment in time, I'd keep him because he's under contract and, he's a big lad, he's a big stack, and bringing him off the bench maybe, but I'm not sure he's a starter for me. Carl, Tim Inaboonham?
Definitely not a starter for me. I'd sell him. He's great in the tackle. He wins a lot of tackles and he's really good in that respect. But going forward, which is obviously the biggest part of the game, we need to score goals. He cannot shoot for fucking toffee. I've seen our shots are a bit more closer to the corner flag than they are the goal. So for me, get rid, revamp that midfield. We need at least one, maybe two midfielders, and I think he'd be replaced. So I'd get rid of him.
Fair shout, Chris.
There's really not a lot I can say, Nick. To be honest, I'll be truthful with you. The lad can play football, obviously, because he plays for Everton. But it's just he's a bumbling mess sometimes for me when he's running with the ball. He's just like losing it. His passes aren't. He's not got the best pass rate. I'd love him to stay at Everton if he could get his passing under control. His controlling under control. And his spatial awareness, then I'd definitely keep him. But I'm just struggling to see that at the moment with him, Nick. And I'm not putting the lad down. I'm not, because he's a good footballer, but I just don't think he's going to last at Everton. So for me, it'd be a loan or a sell, I think.
Yeah, interesting points, Chris. And the last one on the midfield list, Harrison Armstrong. Do we send him out on loan again, or do we stick him on the bench, bring him on, and see if it works? I don't know, Carl. Harrison Armstrong.
I think the kid's got a massive, massive potential. I think obviously we needed to bring him back when we did because of the AFCON and whatnot. But for me, I would have sent him back on loan to Preston, or sent him out on loan to a top Championship club, or maybe not a low Premier League club because obviously the situation we're in. But certainly send him out on loan again because he's only 19, the kid. Give him a full season away from the club and bring him back, and he'll be ready then. But he can probably fit in, but it's how much game time he's going to get with the amount of changes that we're going to make in midfield and whatnot. And the links to Hayden, Hackney and the likes. I just can't see where he's going to fit in. So I'd loan him.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best train of thought. Chris, have you got anything to add on young Harrison Armstrong?
I think he's absolutely 110% outstanding player for me. I mean, he's only a young kid. He got asked to come back and do a job. I mean, let's face it. When Everton asked you to come back, then you know they're in trouble. And when Everton are in trouble, you need good players. And he's just a young kid, and to take all that on and help us out like he did, I think it's amazing. One point I would point out is the minute Moyes knew he wasn't going to stick him back on to start at 11 and was going to put him on the bench, that week he should have been sent back to Preston. I mean, I bet Preston hates us because, let's be honest, he was smashing goals in for them and he was winning games. And who knows, he could have helped them get to a playoff position or anything. But I'd loan him straight back out to Preston, to the club where he even openly admitted Armstrong that he loved playing for. So that's what I'd do. I'd loan him back out to Preston.
Yeah, he's only 19, like Carl says there. So
I wouldn't sell him. Yeah.
No, he's got his whole career ahead of him. All right,
Yeah.
boys, we're nearly done now. Let's go on to the forwards. Dwight McNeil, sell for me. He nearly went in January. I think it was Crystal Palace, fell through for whatever reason. I'm grateful to him for those moments he's had for the club, and he is an Everton player. Don't turn on our own. But for me, I think McNeil's days are done. Chris, what about you?
Yeah, I think they're done. I think Moyes saw something in him that we all did. We all did for a lot of games. He come in on that starting 11 and we all gasped and thought, what the fuck's he doing on the pitch? Let's face it. And and he was outstanding. He come on. He tried to create goals. He tried making assists. I thought it was absolutely disgusting what Crystal Palace did to him and his family last season. It must have been traumatic for a lot of them, because it was all packed and ready to go, and he was seeing a lot of stick off Everton fans. He was having to read that, him and his family, because we all thought he was a goner. And next thing, he's staying with the club, and he's having to come back to the club, knowing that half the fans are fucking hate him. You know what I mean? And he's gone out and performed like that. I think my hat's off to him, and I don't think he'll stay. I think he will sell him, but I enjoyed moments of George Parks in him, goals, especially the Brighton one. I did. I saw some cracking crosses off him sometimes, and then he had his bad moments, but he's a blue. He's done the job for us. He's been with us a few seasons, so he's a sell for me, Nick. He is this season.
Yeah, Carl, would you make a full house and go with sell?
Yeah, I'd 100% go with Sal. As you say, he was really unfortunate. Him and his family were really gutted that they didn't get them out to Palace on the last day. But I think we're not going to get 20 million again for him, but he's had his time now. He was getting less and less game time under Moyes and stuff, so that shows the writing's on the wall for him, and he'll want to play. He's scored some fantastic goals, as you say, created some fantastic goals from corners and whatnot. And that left foot of his is absolutely wand, but he is literally only left-footed. So when he played a lot of times on the right, and he just couldn't do it, cut in. He just wasn't as effective as he was maybe in the centre, even as he was on the left. So for me, his time is up. Good luck to him and all the rest of it, but adios, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I think like you both touched on there, and I'd like to just bring it up. Footballers are human beings, with feelings and their families, and it's been well documented about his partner and her issues and stuff like that. So we're going to take a quick break there, guys, and have a quick word off our sponsor, the amazing Andy's Man Club. Life is hard, and we all have bad days. There are times when we feel we can't cope. This is the time we need to reach out and talk to someone. Andy's Man Club offers local support groups nationwide, running every Monday from 7 p.m, except on bank holidays. In these groups, men can open up about the issues affecting their lives in a safe, non-judgmental environment. Our clubs are designed to be free of pressure. There is no obligation for men to speak, they can simply listen if they wish. Find us today at www.andysmanclub.co.uk. Help one guy, save one life. Andy's Man Club, it's good to talk. Welcome back, boys and girls, indeed, and remember, it's always good to talk. Andy's Man Club, absolutely fantastic organisation. We're so proud to have them sponsor us. Okay, so let's carry on with the forwards, and this is where it could get a little bit tricky here, because we all know, Chris and Carl will be playing up front for Everton next season if you don't get to sponsor.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so let's go with Beto. I like Beto. I do. He frustrates me as much as I love him. He's got that Umar Nias about him where he'll pick the ball up and he'll run with him in them big gangly legs, and he doesn't know what he's going to do with it, let alone the defenders. He's a big stack. He'll get stuck in. He's physical. He's a target man. I will keep Beto. I know a lot of folks would say they keep Barry, and maybe you boys here might let's get a little bit debate going. But for me, Beto is a definite keep, but we have got to buy, obviously, at least one, probably two more strikers. Carl, thoughts on Beto?
Yeah, I do like him. He has had some really good games and he's scored some really important goals for us. But he's got a year left on his contract. I'd end up selling him. We need at least one, as you say, striker. If we only got one striker, then it might be worth keeping him. But obviously, we need a bit of more experience. We definitely need more goals. But there's two strikers. I think we probably need two, ideally. I'd keep TNTN Barry as we go on to talk about in a bit. But that's how, as good as he's been, and as solid as he's been in games, he's not as consistent for me. And some of the chances he misses, you think, me granny could stick it in the net and she's been dead 20 years, you know what I mean? So, as a nice guy as he is, and he has done some wonderful things for us, I'd look if you're looking to go back to Italy, we've got a decent offer for him. I'd sell him.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. Chris, thoughts on Beto?
Well, if I was Beto, they threw the choice on the table for me to leave a stay. I'd be screaming to stay because you can see it in him. He fucking loves the club and the fans. You'd be pushed hard to find players in the squad that are as passionate as him about the jersey. I mean, that lad's nearly eating it when he scores. You know what I mean, Nick?
Yeah.
He bleeds blood for the club. All right, he's not had the best season. We was hoping that he was going to do what he did at the end of last season and fucking score 10 or 12 goals or whatever. But he didn't get that as many as we wanted. He was on the bench too much. Never got as many minutes as he should. But I like him. I always have. I love passionate players. I really do. And I'd hate to see him leave. But I'd miss seeing him grab that badge, kissing it. I really would. And seeing his mad dance that he does when he scores. He's a keep for me, Nick. I know it's fucking hard, isn't it? I mean, because you've got two strikers to pick from, really. Who were both fucking basically scored the same goals. Near enough. Fucking played the same all season. And we know we need strikers. We have done for a good couple of seasons now. We've needed a really good striker. Someone who can fit in and score goals. Like, I mean, Richie, I only want to mention him because he used to bang him in. Whereas, like, he wouldn't have missed the chances that Besso had missed this season, and he missed some fucking howlers. He really did, and I was gutted for him for that. But I'd keep him if we had to loan him out. Do that, but I honestly really think if you asked him, he wouldn't want to go.
No, Beto would run through walls for the club, but I can see all sides. I'm like, I love him, me. Thierry Barry. Oh God, we had ups and downs with this kid last season, didn't we? We had stupid moments. We had sulks. We had fucking. I tell you what. I swear to God, I think I said to Carl and Mark at one point last season on air that if I see that titty lip, fucking that toddler lip one more time, it's fucking hell. There's a package in there. There's a decent player in there. Like, we started the season off, and I remember saying to the lads, yeah. There's a kid there. There's a player there. We've got to give this kid a chance. I'd give him 12 more months, and then I'd make a decision then. So he's a keep for me. Carl, Thierry Barry.
Yeah, we have to keep him. I say, I mean, he has had a tiffy fit and he's had his ups and downs, but he's a 21-year-old kid at the end of the day who's come to a different country to play in a different league, a different style of football to what he's been used to. So, 100% give him another, carry on for at least another 12 months, I should say. To get 8 or 9 goals in the first season when you're not used to it, score 2 against Man City, shows the class he has got. As I say, he's a young kid, so 100% I'd keep him for now anyway.
Yeah, good shout. Chris?
Oh, yeah, keep him. I buy 2 new strikers and put him out on loan at the Premiership club. Just to learn. Or maybe back Italy, somewhere like that, Spain. I don't know, but he's not been my favourite player, to be honest, this season. Okay, he scored goals in that, but he's bad. And I know he's only a young kid, but there's younger kids out there, strikers, who are banging him in. You know what I mean? You could stick Armstrong up front as a striker, and he would have scored more goals than Barry this season.
What I will say,
and that's not me like knocking Barry's skills, because he has scored goals for us, but I just think he's missed more way more than he should have scored. He missed a lot more than Beto as well. I don't know. I'm really fucking torn. Keep him, like, in my head. Keep him. Give him another season. If he's not shining by then they're gonna have to sell him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed, mate. I think he does need that 12 months. Let's stir a little bit of controversy up towards the end of the episode, shall we?
No, go on.
Ilian Njai, the mercurial little magician. If you guys can see Carl's face here, I'm looking at his camera.
I wondered why you hadn't mentioned him yet.
So, you know, he's a talisman. He's on his day. He's unplayable. Unfortunately, I think he left his head and his boots back in Africa after the AFCON.
Yeah.
I don't know if a reasonable size.
No, we did.
If a reasonable size bid come in, I think I'd at least listen to it. But depending on what we were going to do with the money, i.e., like using it to like strengthen the squad, I wouldn't 100% be against Ilian Njai going, even though I would prefer to keep him. Carl?
Yeah, I'm exactly the same, mate. Before the pod started, me and Chris were talking earlier on, and we came to pretty much the same conclusion. After the AFCON, he seemed to drop off. Now, he hasn't had his best game since the end of the season, but anything north of 60 million, if someone offered us 60, 65, 70 million, which apparently City are linked with him, and Arsenal and the like, so they can certainly afford that, then it's selling. If it's less than 60 million, I wouldn't keep hold of him. He's still got 3 years on his contract, so the ball's in Everton's court, whether he wants to sign a contract extension or not. His agent wants clauses apparently in his new deal, which Everton won't agree to. So if they're going to come to an arrangement and one of the big clubs want to buy him, then I'd sell him. And as long as the proviso is that we invest it properly, because I know in the past we've had issues investing.
Yeah, and I think as well, it's cliche and cheesy, but no player is bigger than the club. If it was to come down to his agent causing shit and whatever, then I'd shake his hand and say thanks very much and give us a 60, 70 million. Chris, would you take the money on the table if it come in, say 65, 70 million?
Yeah, fucking right I would. And one reason being is because of them Burnley bastards have took 35 million off us, and hopefully, like me and Paul said before, me and Carl, said before, sorry Carl, that they've only done that because they've been relegated, and we might win the appeal anyway. So, but yeah, 70 million, 65 million even. Yeah, I wouldn't take less than 60 for him. I'd take 65 million or more for him. Last half of season been bad, poor compared to all the other players. He's not stood up to it. You've seen flashes of him, his skill and stuff, but not as much as we expect from him. But we know that already that there is a lot of clubs buzzing around at the moment. Not just City, United, Newcastle. They're all interested in him. You're going to get foreign clubs interested in him. And the word agent makes my fucking skin crawl. It really does. And if Everton's board's got a brain, if his agent's fucking asking for this and asking for that, I just get short and say, right, how much? 70 million, there you go. I get rid of him. I would. Because let's face it, we've got Kieran Dewsbury on, and if we get Jack Grealish on loan, then they're there to play on the left, because that's Illiman's usual places on the left and not the right. So we can have the like to roll push Dewsbury all over to cut to help Jack Grealish, or do you get what I mean? So we're not short in that respect. So yeah, I'd definitely tell him. But it's whether we do or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly an interesting one. So, staying
To be 50-50, Nick, the fans.
Yeah, it probably would, mate. To be fair, he does split them. I mean, I'm not saying I dislike him. I like Lee Njai, but you got to look if money comes in, like we said, all of us say there, we reinvested back in the club. Well, you know what I mean. No players big in the club. So staying on Wimbledon before we finish, lads. We've got 2 more to do. Young Tyreek George. What do we do with him? Personally, I'd say make the deal permanent. He's a young, exciting winger. I like him. He's got tricks in the bag. He's got bags of potential. And as Everton fans, we love attacking players. Not that we've had that many of them like over the years, certainly recently, but we like our big number 9s and we like a good winger. So for me, yeah, I'd make a deal happen. Chris, what would you do with young Tyreek George?
They've asked for 20 million for him. I'd give him the 20 million. I wouldn't even fucking haggle with him. Starts all that bollocks, and then next thing, some club swooped in and fucking paid the 20 million for him, and next thing, he's fucking better than sliced fucking bread. Because let's face it, when you look at him, he's got that explosiveness like Gordon down the wing, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he can move past the player. Like we're seeing him now, Gordon for England, and I don't want to bring international football into the arena of Everton. I really don't. But what I've heard is that they took Gordon because of his explosiveness. The way he could run past, like just go past the player. But I've seen that in Tyreek George, and he's a young lad. And 20 million, I think, is a steal for him. I think there's fucking loads of potential. I do for him to be a great player for Everton. So, yeah, I just pay the 20 million. Look at last season. Every time, club said, right, we want this much for this player, and we said no. And then we lost the fucking deal. And then we thought, we should have paid that much for him. Just pay the fucking money. Sign him. Keep him.
Yeah. Carl, Tyreek George?
Absolutely fucking keep him, mate. Apparently there's a deal that they've got till the end of June to sign him for 20 million. If you don't do it by the end of fucking June, other clubs can go and sign him. Then it's a shit show because, as you say, he showed loads of flashes. The kid's 19 years old. He's got pace to burn. That's something the whole squad hasn't really got. Is a lot of pace. So the more pace we can keep in the team, the better. Still think we need pace on the right, which maybe that'll get addressed in the summer. But 100%, no brainer. Tyreek George must be an Everton player by June the 30th at the latest.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, good shout. And let's just finish off with what is a complete fucking mystery to me, like probably most Blues, young Tyler Diblin. What are we going to do with him? He's become like the invisible man. I think personally I'd loan him back to Southampton and see what happens there. I don't know Moisey obviously doesn't fancy him, but we don't know the reasons for that. Is he homesick? Is he just not doing it in training? I don't know. I'm not David Moyes. That's why he earns money that I don't. But Carl, give us your thoughts on Tyler Diblin. What would you do with him?
I think he's been really unlucky, not getting any chances at all, really, apart from fits and starts in. We've paid 40 million for him, 40 odd million for him. We have to keep him. Sending him on loan is an option yet in the summer. It depends on how much he's going to get in the pre-season, how much time he's going to get to see, and maybe some fans can see what he could or couldn't do. I can't see him being loaned back to someone like Southampton being in the Championship because he's played in the Premier League. That's why we bought him. This kid's got raw talent. If he's not going to get in our first team, then we have to send him on loan. But we certainly wouldn't sell him.
No. Chris, let's finish off with you, mate. And what would you do with Tyler Diblin?
Now, I've got some inside information about Tyler Diblin.
Go on.
So, what it is that he'll be going away with the team pre-season and we'll be doing a lot of work in midfield with the first team. So, I'm thinking that Moyes has been working on him all season, or has had staff working on him all season, that he wants him in a certain position. And come pre-season, we're going to see what that training has amounted to and whether he's going to take this position on. So he's a definite keep for me, and he's a unit as well. Don't forget, lads. He's a big lad. He's hard to get off the ball. But I think with him being young, I think that's been trained out of him as well. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You know the giddiness. When you're a young footballer, there's a lot of giddiness around you and hype and stuff like that. And when you're worth 40 million quid and you're only young, he's been took aside and been trained aside, if you get what I mean. And that's why he gets brought in every now and again. You'll see him on the training pitch with the first squad on for the cameras. And other than that, he's being trained for a specific position. And he's getting took away pre-season with the first team in this position in midfield. So we'll just have to see what happens, boys.
Yeah, that's an interesting take, and you heard it here first on the MVP out of Chris's mouth.
Certainly did.
So we are going to leave it there, Blues. Thank you so much for listening. I know we've gone on well over an hour now. We really, really do appreciate your support and every listen. Please feel free to comment. Let us know, are we right, are we wrong? We know we're a bunch of knobheads, but leave us your comments and tell us. And we will be back, hopefully in the next few weeks. I want to try and do some pre-season stuff, maybe a chat with our sponsor, Andy's Man Club, that kind of thing. So all that's left to do is to say thank you to Carlos. Thank you for giving us the hour tonight, mate, and offering your thoughts.
Yeah, my pleasure, mate. It's been really, really good fun.
It really has. And to our debut boy, Mr. Chris Darracott. Chris, absolute pleasure. So happy we've got you, mate. Thank you for giving us your time and your thoughts tonight, and hopefully Blue Nation will take to you, mate.
Nick, Carl, it's been an absolute pleasure, and what a debut it's been. It really has. It's been a great chat. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, bring it on. I'll tell you what then, Chris, with it being your debut, lad, do you want to give us an up the fucking toffees and see us out?
Yeah? Up the fucking toffees?